Welcome to CityLife TV. I'm Danae Jones and today I'm joined by Remax Real Estate Cairns owners David and Ray Murphy. Thanks for joining us on the show, guys.
Thank you for having us. It's good to be here.
Thank you.
Thank you. Now, guys, you have owned Remax Real Estate for a number of years now. What made you want to go into real estate?
Well, I guess it was a little bit of a different journey for myself than Ray. I guess it's always been in our blood. Our family's always been in real estate. Our mother had her own rent roll down in Bundaberg where I was born. And then from there, when I left school, I went and did a property economics degree. And then when I relocated to Cairns after playing professional footy down south, I did my cadetship at Heron White. And then from there, Ray was at Heron, you were here at Remax, and I guess it sort of just snowballed from there. I think subconsciously I was maybe looking for that competitive environment which sales provides, and yeah, found myself wound up here.
And so you were an ex-footy player?
Yeah, correct. So I lived down in Sydney. I was with the Bulldogs there for a bit and then moved up here and played for the Northern Pride for a couple of years. But obviously since coming into business and sales, it's a very time-demanding job. So yeah, had to give that away, but yeah, look, very happy with how it's panned out.
And so you're also a professional property valuer as well prior to that?
Yeah, correct. So I did my property economics degree, then did my cadetship at Heron White there under Mark and Shane Quinn. Look, fantastic job, loved my time when I was there, and it helps me a lot now day to day in the real estate business. But I think, yeah, I was looking for that dopamine hit and that competitive environment that sales does offer. So wound up here.
Always had a passion for real estate by the sounds of it.
Yeah.
How about yourself, Ray?
I guess my mum was probably my biggest driving factor of getting into the game. Purely just as a kid, I remember when she had her own agency, I'd go around when she was doing her routine inspections and I'd be saying four PowerPoints, 2 picture hooks. So it was from a young age that it was brought up around it. But
so like picking out the negatives of it
yeah,
for her.
Yeah, when she was doing like her routine inspections or whatnot. So
yeah.
But when I left school, I didn't really know what I wanted to do. I just knew that I'd want to do something with business. So in between university or school finishing and university starting, Mum just said to me, why don't you just get your real estate certificate? There will always be a job in property management or sales. You just never know. I reckon you'll be very good at it. So I thought I'd give it a go. And once I got my certificate, I just was so excited. I started door knocking and ended up getting a job at Remax.
So 11 years ago you started at Remax?
Yeah, started at Remax 11 years ago as a receptionist, and then from that went into property management, and then from property management went into the administration side of things, was office manager for some time, and then was a sales agent. And in my 6th or 7th year as a sales agent, David joined me as my buyer's agent, and from there we thought it was a no-brainer to buy the business. So. Yeah.
So big decision, big investment for you guys, being young and, you know, gung-ho in the industry, I guess. How has it paid off for you guys actually going into business together now?
Yeah, well look, I think it's worked out pretty good. I think when COVID hit, we maybe were a little bit worried. But look, we are very fortunate and blessed here. We do have like great staff that are, you know, very established and make coming to work very easy. Our job, yeah, we just provide a good environment here for them, but they're sort of all run their own business and their own ship here. So yeah, it hasn't really had too many challenges so far. It's been, yeah, I think it's been quite smooth sailing.
It has been good, yeah.
So since you bought the business, I believe you've put on 12 more staff. So huge growth in the business since you guys took it over. Yeah,
correct. Well, our rent roll has doubled in size. So we've got, I think, seven property managers down there, including leasing agents. And we've put on a fair few new sales staff members here as well. So it's been great growth.
So we were chatting before and you guys said to me that the best piece of advice in business that you ever got was from your mother. And she said that customer service is key, and if not, service them more than they expect and it'll pay off in the long run. That's certainly been the case in the property management side of the business, hasn't it?
Yeah, most certainly, Danae. Our property managers handle a limited amount of property so that they can actually make sure that the landlord and tenant have a very good experience. And we take it very serious here at Remax that we are dealing with someone's largest asset, so communicating with them to let them know how everything's going is vital. And I guess in property management, if something is going to go wrong, it goes wrong quite quickly. So if we are on the front foot communicating to everyone to make sure that those issues are handled so it gets back on track is something that we pride ourselves on.
So David, we were talking before about the property management side of the business and how you've got your staff levels at a much higher level than you do properties to service, and that's something that's obviously paid dividends for the property management side of the business, but it's also paid dividends in the sales side of the business as well, hasn't it?
Yeah, well look, rather than trying to cut corners and have the property management side understaffed in order to get a little bit more extra profit, we thought if we service them fully and there's absolutely no problems at all, when them clients do in the future go look to sell, then they're going to come back to us because they've had a good experience. So rather than trying to, squeeze a little bit of profit here and there, we look at the big picture. And we've only been in business now 2 years, but we're thinking the long game. We want to be around for many years to come, and hopefully Remax is a strong brand.
Yeah, that is exactly correct. Very rarely do we lose any managements because clients are unhappy with the service that they received. But more importantly, if they are considering selling, we can match them up with a sales agent quite quickly, and we're very fortunate that they stay with us for that sale process as well.
Yeah, great. So Ray, are you finding that you're getting a lot of southern interest because of the global pandemic, or is there a good percentage of local buyers as well?
The inquiry, I guess what we're finding is that every third transaction at the moment is from a southern buyer. So but there is still a lot of local buyers inquiring, but the southern buyers are outbidding them in the marketplace. So
because they're prepared to pay more?
Yeah, they're cashed up. Yeah, or they might have a $3 million home down south and a property here of $500,000. There's a fair bit of equity there. So
they don't need to wait for finance.
Yeah, correct. But we're even finding that they're buying and just even renting them and not moving into them or leaving. We've even got some cases at the moment because of the border closures that they can't actually physically get here, and so the properties are sitting there empty while we've got gardeners and pool guys coming on a regular basis just to look after the property.
With the real estate appetite being so strong at the moment, are you finding that there's a lot of people that can't even get here to view these properties?
Yeah, what we are seeing, I guess, and it's becoming a common occurrence, we are doing a lot of virtual inspections. So we do have video 3D walkthroughs and also via FaceTime or WhatsApp for the Android users. So nothing has really slowed us down. We're still being able to show properties to those that can't get up here and view.
So there are properties going really quick at the moment, and the appetite for real estate is really strong out there. But you were saying to me before, if a property is sold within 24 hours, that's not necessarily a good sign from your perspective. Can you explain to me what you mean?
Well, look, the first thing I always say to our vendors is we're not trying to sell it to the first buyer, we're trying to sell it to the best buyer. So we're not trying to get a quick sale and get our commission over the line. You want to be making sure that the market is performing really well at the moment. You want to be making sure you're extracting the best possible price you can out of the market. So sometimes if you sold it in the first 24 hours, it may not be the best price. Look, it's a good quick result if that's what your vendor's looking for, but sometimes it does take a while to get that best buyer and get that real premium price.
So stay tuned for the Murphy brothers. Hey, you guys are hot right now.
Well, it's not just us. We're very fortunate to have such a knowledgeable team that supports us as well. So, and at a time like this when we're extremely busy, it's good to have good staff members around us.
Oh, that's really good to hear. Thanks for joining us on the show, guys.
Thank you. It's great to be here.
Thanks for having us.
Thanks for joining us on CityLife TV. If you'd like to know more about this topic, head to our website citylifemedia.com.au or reach out to the experienced team at Remax Real Estate Cairns.